This is my review of 3 different Leathermans, my latest fad that I'm going through at the moment. I'm into minimalism, and I found that these are a beautiful minimalist item because you get to turn so many tools into one thing. What have we got here? I've got a Leatherman MUT, the first one that I owned. I've got a Leatherman Wave, the second one, which I don't really own it. I've bought this as a present for my dad. He's about to get that. And I have the Leatherman Juice XE6. And the question is, which one is going to be the one that I carry with me every day forever? And so this is the one I started with. This is the Leatherman MUT. So if you want to bring the camera down, we can have a closer look at it. It might be upside down. Leatherman MUT. This thing is a beast, and it's the first one I bought because I got it at Cash Converters. I picked it up for $80. Look at that. That is a beautiful, solid, and threatening looking knife because it's just such a badass looking piece of kit right there. So we've got the one-handed blade. It's designed for an AR-15 rifle, so this is for scratching carbon. I used it to get gum off my car and put a scratch in my car. Whoops. And then we've got over here double clip screwdriver, comes out like so. Pops in back here, and you've got yourself a double-ended screwdriver. I think that's pretty cool. It's a long one, so flathead and Phillips head. I have absolutely loved this, and I've used almost everything in it, even down to this random thing. Never would have thought that would have come in useful, but I used that to where I'd lost a keyring and I needed it to pop something. I slipped it in there and pulled and went pop, and I was able to fix my gazebo with that. Brilliant bit of kit. Here's the thing. The reason why this is not going to be my everyday carry is because I live in Australia, and laws in Australia are not like America. This is an American brand, and all the YouTube videos I've been watching have been American accents, so I can only assume that people are okay with carrying these simply because the laws are okay. But in Australia, if you carry one of these on you and you want to carry this in the city or heck in public, and you pulled that out and did like that, I don't think police would like that. And so as much as I think it's awesome, it's just something that I can't make my everyday carry. So it's going to be kept in the car, or I'm going to sell it again, or I'll only take it when it's camping or whenever I need something with a stronger blade. So that hand grenade, it's got the hammer. That thing on the chopping block. Beautiful. Leatherman Wave. Now this guy is rated on the internet, as far as I can see, as the best multi-tool ever. Everybody loves it. You got yourself the serrated edge. You got the diamond file in here, so I can sharpen other knives with that, or put a point on something metal if I want to. Big plus, everything locks. There's the blade again. You'll find that the MUT and the Leatherman Wave are actually pretty much the same size blade, very similar. Open her up. This feels amazing. That is a really nice feel in the hand. It feels like it's just the perfect size with the Leatherman Wave, and I think that's why people like it, because it's just a really good size. We got some scissors. I've used these scissors when I took my daughter on a date. She's a 7-year-old girl, and we did some origami and business cards. Notice even the scissors themselves, I can't push that back. You've got to unlock everything, so you press this button, and everything on the Leatherman Wave locks, which is a big plus for those who think that is a bit of a safety feature. In here we've got the glasses, tiny little screwdriver that comes out. It's a double-headed one as well. Good for battery, taking the backs off watches and replacing batteries. And then we've got the bigger flathead. I love this satisfying click. Wait for it. It's very good. I like that. Flathead. Paint cans. Over here, beautiful. You can get a bit kit with 40 different heads. So this is double-sided as well. You can carry the bit kit, so this becomes very capable once you have the bit kit. Probably not something that I'm really going to need, I don't think. But for somebody that's going to do a lot of screwdriving, I assume that would be a big feature in that you can turn this sucker into basically a whole screwdriver kit. And over on this guy, this is a bottle opener and a can opener as well. Very capable. Same question though, will this be the thing that I carry everywhere? Well, because of this, probably not. Why? That's a one-handed concealed weapon if you carry that in your pocket. And there's something threatening about just doing that. You know what I mean? I did that to somebody when I was showing them the knife and they showed visible discomfort. It was actually with this guy. I said, "Oh, check this out." And he was like, "Whoa," he was not comfortable. And so I went, "Okay. This I like it, but it's one of those ones that I just could not bring out and show people without getting into trouble, I think." So this is a no, this is a maybe. But then comes the Leatherman Juice XE6. I am in love with this. Now, you'll notice that it's pink. I chose pink. Why? Because this, everybody said, was scary. This had the same sort of scariness, but pink is a diffusing type of color. Nobody gets threatened by the color pink, so I chose pink on purpose. What do we got on this? This is a very capable little guy. Now, you'll notice it is actually significantly smaller. When I was used to carrying this around and this arrived in the mail, I was really stunned at how small it was. It took me by surprise. However, I think it's going to be just as capable for most of the jobs that I want to do for it. And if it can do the same thing as these guys, smaller is always better because minimalism is good, right? So, got our pliers, close her up. I love that there's a corkscrew. Why? Because I do actually drink a fair bit of wine, and I find the corkscrew to be something that stops people feeling like it's a weapon. You can put that on a cafe table, and nobody's going to pick on you for it because it looks like it's supposed to be there. We're here to have a good time. Well, let's have some wine. Corkscrew, ready and waiting. Something that I can carry everywhere, and I'm not going to get questioned for having it because it's got a reason to be there. Now, what do we got inside here? We got... I've covered that, the bottle cap opener. It's got the file. Everything's a little bit smaller, but same again, I still think it's just as capable for most of the jobs. Serrated knife. This one I would think, because it's got no tip here, it would be good for cutting seat belts or cutting clothes off people if they were in a car accident or something and you needed to get to their wounds quickly without actually hurting them by taking shirts off or things. The blade... It does feel a little small, but I have done plenty with this already. I've stripped sugarcane with it, cut cheese and tomato, etc., etc. I said cut cheese. Auger, don't know. I think that's an awl or an auger. Don't know what I'm going to use that for, apart from maybe scratchy tickets. As I said, I'm a bit of a city boy here. But if we have another look there, inside this guy, we have a saw. Very capable saw. And... close you up. The saw, you've got to sort of push to the side when you close that. And the scissors, I think, are fantastic. Compare those scissors to the Leatherman Wave. These guys are giant in comparison, but I think just that little extra is going to make it really good for origami at the table. Close you. And then we go on the inside. We've got ourselves a Phillips head screwdriver. Flip it over. You come over here. 3 different size flatheads. So we've got that size, a little bit smaller. This is the one that I would use for glasses or for the watches. I think that's going to be capable enough to do that. And the one I used today to tighten up something on a bike, which was actually, I think it needed an Allen key, but this worked just fine, which I found brought me a bit of joy. The flathead. As it turns out, this thing is perfect to fit in that little slot in your pocket that you never really knew why you had it. It fits, it just slides right in there. This is going to be my weapon of choice. Why? Because it's non-threatening, does everything that I need it to do, and I barely know that it's in my pocket, and I'm not going to get in trouble for carrying it as far as I can tell, where I would for these guys. That is my review. I love these things. Anyway, my name's Ben Chicos. Give me some likes, give me some loves, give me some comments, and peace out.